way you normally do?
Well, you know, Chris, like a lot of good pitchers, sometimes struggle a bit to find their step early, and then they get in sync. We've seen it a lot with him. He just never seemed to get in gear command-wise. It was a challenge for him the whole outing. Never really had any secondary pitch, and the ones he did throw got hit pretty hard. But all the pitchers today, you know, anytime you play a day game when it's cool, we all know the ball's going to fly, but the balls are real slick. It's not an excuse that he will use. You know, we're still using this method of rubbing up balls. That's, you know how I feel about it. But all the pitchers had trouble today on both sides gripping the ball.
What do you think happened on the ball that Snyder had the difficulty with?
This phone rang in the dugout. They asked to hold up, take a look at it. The glove came off of his hand and was rested on top of his arm, and he wanted to make sure the ball hadn't trickled out and touched the grass. Did y'all see that? That's they got some replays up there I'm sure you aren't seeing. The glove came completely off the hand and the ball almost rolled out. He wanted to take a look at it.
Does he have to hold on to the glove as well? I mean, it's a situation where as long as
the ball stays in the glove, doesn't come out, it's a catch. If he picks it up properly, it's worth a look. You know, he buzzed to slow it down, want to make sure he knew he was going to get some better angles. Different angles come in at different periods of that thing. It's frustrating. You like to do it right away. I mean, there was a play there at second with the problem is with the vicinity thing, what they've got going, if the throw doesn't take them off the bag, they really don't make them touch the base. So the question is, when you go out there, did the throw take him off the base or not? And then you have to get confirmation by the second base umpire that the throw did or didn't, and then you can go back to the replay. Pretty complicated, but.
Adventure for Travis Snyder out right field today. Is it a matter of the wind or him having to get used to playing out there?
Well, I wouldn't call it an adventure. You know, he did some good things. He had a 3-run homer, got us back in the ball game. He made a play where the wind blew the ball back in that a lot of guys may not have made, and Trav's considered a good outfielder, and today he got a tough read on one ball. He's already made 2 or 3 plays. Actually won a game for us defensively in Tampa just about, so just one of those things. There'll be some adjustments. He's a good outfielder.
Do you take anything out of cutting a 7-2 deficit to 8-7? I mean, the guys.
Oh, yeah. Man, we'd like to have a shot at him, but, you know, we just created too much. We had a shot at him. We had to tie and run the plate, and we just couldn't get over that hump. A lot like basketball, sometimes you'll spend so much energy and concentration trying to get back in a game. That next step to get over the hump. I thought Mattis gave us a chance to get back in that game a little bit. I was impressed with him. And you know what happens sometimes is those guys are so right-handed, they see so much right-handed pitching that actually left-handers sometimes are a better option. I know Batista is like a reverse split guy. There's some other guys, but you know, Brad was very close to having a real good outing for us, just one walk, and then we walked 5 or 6 guys. And that's going to be hard to do in a game like today and win a game.
After Brad walks that guy to face Batista, and you bring in Darren, what's the decision? I mean, obviously there's a history there. Plus, Batista's done pretty well against Darren.
It's been about, they've done, you know, if you go by whatever, Darren hadn't pitched in 4 days. He's got to pitch in this ball game today. And Brad had only had 1 day off, didn't like the idea of him pitching the second inning. We were hoping that he could he had a low pitch count the first time. We're trying to live to fight another day tomorrow with another good team coming in. So we're trying to manage the bullpen for today and tomorrow. And also, I knew that Darren had to pitch today at some point. And Darren's going to be has been and will be a key part of getting people like that out.
Buck, I don't know if you asked this already, but David Lowe was removed from that game in the late innings.
Was he? I haven't seen it yet. It may. What inning?
I don't know. It was 7-3.
Yeah, I think it was 7-3. He had already had 3 at-bats. So
I don't know yet. He may have come out on his own. The plan initially was to play 9, so I'll find out. I was waiting to see if we'll decide whether, you know, something we'll talk about when we get done here. I'll get my arms around why, because initially I thought he was going to play 9, but it could have been the 4-hour mark at 7. So I told him to use his own discretion.
There had been some history with Batista and O'Day when he crosses home plate and does his hands there. Is that anything? I mean, do you think Batista was trying to do something or send any messages?
No, he does that all the time. That's part of his shtick. It's not just Darren. It's what they do nowadays.